What's up guys? Welcome back by this new video. Today I'm doing the Spring Cup and today this will be my team. We're Roserade, Golisopod and Quaqsire, and today I'm focusing mainly on a Roserade. Roserade is in grass and poison type with Bullet Seed as fast move, Weather Ball and Leaf Storm as charge moves, and will be assisted by Golisopod that's a water, a bug type, and he has Shadow Claws, fast move. I put Aerial Ace and Liquidation as charge moves on it, and Quagsire with a nice head. He has Mudshot as fast move. It's a water and ground type, and I put some different moves on it. Those are Aquatail and Earthquake, just a little bit different, not using constantly the same moves on it. So yeah, hopefully it will go well and we will see. So let's hop into that first match. Into the first match, we will go against Stabiles. Starting Roserade into Trevenant, very nice lead. I will definitely stay in here. And because I have that fire version of Weather Ball, I can deal super effective damage against grass types. So that did quite some damage. I will throw in my Golisopod to go for the Shadow Claw farm down. Opponent goes for Shadow Ball. I'm deciding to not shield. And yeah, that's a good decision because opponent is throwing an Rebellion in. He gets that defense drop. I'm going into Quaqsire, letting this move go because opponent still has his Trevenant in the bag. Hydro Cannon does quite some damage. I'm going just for the Aquatail, trying to KO that Empellion. Opponent shields it very nicely. That means I will probably shield this one as well, yes. Then opponent goes for another Hydro Cannon. And I'm going for that Mudshot farm down, very nice. Opponent right now is throwing a Ferrothorn. That's very interesting. I'm going for Earthquake, then switching into my Roserade. Opponent is throwing Trevenant, and I can go pretty nice for that Bullet Seed farm down. So here right now going for Weather Ball 1. That got shielded by that opponent's Ferrothorn. And then I'm going for another Weather Ball and KOing the opponent's Ferrothorn and winning the first match of the video. Very nice. So into the second match. And this team was quite okay without using any poison type or attacks or something. So it went quite okay. We started very great against the Lantern in the first match. We'll definitely stay in here. My Bullet Seeds are already dealing for super effective damage, but I want to bait, and opponent nicely switched, so this Weather Ball did massive damage against opponent. I'm going here for a very nice Weather Ball that will get a shoot from that Bomb of Snow. Then going for another Weather Ball, seeing if the opponent still wants to shield this Bomb of Snow. And then I'm deciding to switch into my Golisopod because opponent already lost 2 shields here. So opponent goes for Icy Wind. That's unfortunate because of the attack drop, but I can handle that. I'm going for the Liquidation here against that Lantern that gets a defense drop. So that's very nice. I'm throwing in my Roserade. Opponent in the bag has a Mewell, and that's already a winning game for me. But still, yeah, maybe I had to use a different moves for Quagsire, I realized, because maybe Mud Bomb would be better with Stone Edge, I still think, but instead of Aquatail with Earthquake. But I just wanted to test this Quagsire out instead of just using the regular one. So yeah. But right now into the third match, we already have 2 wins, so that's really nice. And we're starting Roserade into a Seeking, very nice lead. Definitely. Opponent stays in, very interesting. I think she will go for that Icy Wind. No, Ice Beam. I don't know why an Ice Beam. Maybe she doesn't has that legacy move, but it's instead she's throwing her Ferrothorn, so I can go for a back-to-back Weather Ball. That's why I really like that Roserade that I'm testing today. So spammy, just with that simple Weather Ball. And I'm KOing that Ferrothorn very easily. She goes into her Seeking. I'm deciding to bait out with my Roserade, just throwing a Weather Ball, opponent shields. Yeah, here I maybe had to switch into a different Pokemon, but my Golisopod is quite tanky enough, so I can just handle this. I went for the entire Shadow Claw farm down. I lost quite some HP, but that didn't really matter. Opponent in the back had a Pelipper. That was quite annoying, because I didn't have the right Quaqsire for this. I got at least the defense drop, where I was very happy with. I expected that this will be the Hurricane, and I nicely got the shield, so here I'm going for a very nice Aqua Tail. That will deal quite some damage. Not too much special. But then going for another Aqua Tail, KOing that Pelipper, and then only a little HP Seeking left, but she commits, so I've won very nicely. Yeah, so into the fourth match of the first week against Luco, something like that. Starting a Roserade into Shadow and Bomber Snow. Here is the match where it went quite bad, because I went for a very nice Weather Ball. The opponent kept shielding all my moves, so yeah, and I thought I could make it to 2 more Weather Balls here. The opponent went for another Weather Ball here. Then I wanted to go for my Fire type Weather Ball, but opponent made a beautiful catch on the Wish Cache. So I had to throw in my Golisopod, and yeah, I couldn't really do anything then, yeah, staying in. So I went here for a liquidation. It got shielded. So yeah, I had no shields left, and I was in a very bad spot, so I overfarmed a little bit, went for another liquidation here. This liquidation almost got rid of that Wish Cache. I could win the CMP, that was very nice. Went for the aerial ace that KO'd that Wish Cache. I had to switch into my Quaqsire to not give the opponent some farm. But yeah, Quaqsire, yeah, I had to use Stone Edge on Quaqsire. But yeah, that's just my problem. Just wanted to test it out. But yeah, then Golisopod trying to snipe, and then I'm committing because I cannot win anymore. So that's a really nice played game from the opponent. It's all because of that catch he made. Otherwise, I would have won the match. I think, at least. But into the last match of the first week, we're starting against the Trevenant. I'm going here for a very nice Weather Ball. This Weather Ball got shielded, unfortunately, so I'm shielding it because it could be Shadow Ball, but it's a foul play that I don't understand. Opponent goes into Dewgong. I'm deciding to go for that Leaf Storm to deal super effective damage against the Dewgong, but Dewgong unfortunately shields. And yeah, I don't have really a good response against the Dewgong. Still, Stone Edge, Quagsire will be better, but yeah, I didn't did that, so it's quite awful in this match. I decided to throw a lot of liquidations. I think I almost didn't throw any aerial aids in this video, so you will only see liquidation after liquidation here and there. But yeah, going for another liquidation. Was happy that I got that defense drop. Went for another liquidation. I had to go here for an aerial ace, I noticed, but yeah. Otherwise, I could have KO'd that opponent. So opponent went for an Icy Wind. I went for my Quagsire to farm a little bit. Wanted to switch into my Roserade. opponent came in with a Jellicent, and I almost, yeah, almost will make it to a Leaf Storm, but I couldn't. I needed one a little more HP, but my Roserade is 7, 15, 15 with IV, so not the best, but it's not the worst as well, so it could be better. Let's say that. But I didn't have a really good one. So yeah, I'm shielding the Shadow Ball, and the problem was there was an entire full HP Trevenant in the back left, so I couldn't do really much. And I've lost the match. And yeah, instead of throwing in a Roserade into Jellicent, I had to throw in my Quaqsire into the Jellicent. But anyway, we won 3 times the first streak, so into the second streak. And guys, this month I really want to make it to 400 subscribers. So yeah, I'm just asking you to subscribe to my channel because this content, it's awesome and you don't want to miss it. And it's funny. So yeah, that's why you need to subscribe to my channel. And I really want to make to that 400 subscribers by the end of the month. So yeah, that's why. But anyway, into the first match of the second streak. We started against Duke and I switched into Golisopod and he switched into Pelipper. Went for strong liquidation there. This could be a Hurricane, I thought, but it will be a Weather Ball bait. Really nice baiting from the opponent. I had to go here for Aerial Ace, but I decided to go for the liquidation. So, yeah, little mistake. This will be another Weather Ball. And then I lost the CMP, so I messed quite this matchup. I had to throw the area away straight because right now went for my Roserade. Opponent could make it to one more Weather Ball, and that, yeah, because Roserade isn't the tankiest at all, it did massive damage. But here I came with the Leaf Storm. Will the opponent shield? Yes, he shielded it. Why not? So then I was in a very weak spot because opponent will just absolutely, yeah, lower my defense, lower my attack with the Icy Winds. I could go for the Earthquake, and still a reason why you need Stone Edge on Quaqsire. So, yeah, it went quite bad. But then continued. I wanted to still try with my Quaqsire, seeing what his last Pokemon will be. But opponent would have a Whiscash in the bag, and I couldn't be able to make it anyway, so I've lost in a very awful match. But yeah, that's fine. Right now into the second match of the second streak. Seeing how this one will go. Hopefully great. Starting Roserade into a Tentacruel. That's quite a neutral lead. This will be an acid spray, so that's why I'm not shielding it. Then throwing in the Leaf Storm. Will the opponent shield this one? No, he isn't. And that did just massive damage. I switched straight into my Golisopod against that Roserade. Opponent, I thought he would go for maybe it's another move, but probably not. I went here for a very nice liquidation against that Quaqsires. I thought opponent would maybe have that Stone Age move, but he went for it. So yeah, I messed up once again. Then I will throw in my Roserade. Wanted to go for that complete farm down, but will I be able to make that? Going for that Bullet Seed. Opponent survives it with 1 HP. No way. That's just unlucky. And then opponent could just go very easily for that Leaf Storm and KOing me. And that was quite a sad lose for me, because I could have won. I think at least. But yeah. Into the third match of the second streak, I think. We're starting against an Abomasnow. Because this is a regular Abomasnow, I thought maybe this time I could be able to make it to weather ball after weather ball after weather ball. So I will shield his first move. Will be an IC win to lower my attack. That was quite unfortunate. And then opponent made a beautiful catch. I went for a weather ball that didn't do quite. So then I could very easily switch into my Quaqsire. I will just let this go. Opponent went for an Hydro Cannon. Then for an Earthquake here. So that it KO'd that Empyrean. Which Pokemon will the opponent throw in? Returning into his Abomasnow. So yeah, I just letting this go. Why not? I'm going into my Golisopod. This time I'm going for the Aerial Ace. Opponent in the back had just a regular Meowile with Fire Fang. I could go here very easily for the liquidation. And I made a beautiful catch at the end still, that I was very happy with. Opponent just went for Power Up Punch, so it wouldn't really matter. I went here on the CMP. I shielded this move. Just another Power Up Punch. Went for the liquidation. Will this liquidation be enough to KO the opponent? It will be. But then the Abomasnow is still left with a move. And I couldn't really let that Meowile attack me. So yeah, I've lost once again. Very bad it's going on right now. Into the fourth match of the second streak. Roserade into an Abomasnow. I'm staying in here. Going for the weather ball. Seeing how this one will go. It almost KO'd that Abomasnow in one shot. That means he doesn't know the moveset of Roserade, so that's quite good. Continuing, opponent is throwing a Shadow Empyrean. I'm going here for a weather ball bait. Then I'm switching into Golisopod. But I forgot opponent could be able to make it to a drill pack. So that's quite bad. Or at least a little mistake from my side. At least I'm going here for an Aerial Ace. Opponent, unfortunately, shielded it. And right now I was in a very bad spot. So it will throw in my Shot Quaqsire, but I was lucky. Opponent in the back had a Lantern left, so I could just very easily go here for the Earthquake. That almost one-shot that Lantern. So I went here for a Mudshot farm down and finally won my first match in the second streak. And I was quite happy with that because it went quite bad. So into the last match of the second streak. 3 loses into 1 win, so hopefully we can win one more time. Starting Roserade into a Dugong. That isn't the best lead, but I'm staying in. Opponent throws in an Galarian Weezing. I had to go for my Quagsire, but I didn't do that. I still don't know why. But Brutal Swing does quite some damage. Opponent will go for another Brutal Swing, so this time I will shield it. Why not? Continuing here. Going for Aerial Ace, trying to KO that opponent's Galarian Weezing. Opponent, very unfortunate, he just shields the move. So that's quite annoying. But I will just let it go. And then throw in my next Pokemon, my Roserade returning. Hoping to get that full farm down, but I wasn't able. And because Brutal Swing almost will be able to KO me, I decided to go here for the Weather Ball against Dugong. Hopefully getting a shield. And I got the shield. No way. That means I could go for that very strong Leaf Storm. That will do massive damage. Then I could throw in my Quaqsire, but opponent would have Anthropius. At this point I realized I had to farm a little bit more with my Roserade. And I needed the Stone Edge Quaqsire here. But yeah, very hard to lose for me. Once again. So yeah, I continued with some Aqua Tails, waited till the opponent will be able to KO me, but I think he went for back to back at the end, so yeah, I've lost. So only one win, that's quite sad. Hopping right now into the final streak, the third streak. And we will start against Marcelo. Started quite interesting against the Galarian Rapidash, but I was quite weak against Galarian Rapidash, so I will throw in straight my Golisopod. This is only, I think, the only time I used Aerial Ace almost to KO that Abomasnow. But Abomasnow had a Razor Leaf. It's a Razor Leaf one. Quite annoying. I went here for a very nice Aerial Ace. Opponent nicely shielded it. And I wouldn't be able to make it to another Aerial Ace, so that was quite unlucky. And right now I had to throw in my Roserade. I went for the Weather Ball on the CMP, and luckily enough I won the CMP. So this Weather Ball will be able to KO that Abomasnow. But the opponent would have that Galarian Rapidash in the back. I had to throw in my Quaqsire here. I went for a little farm here. Opponent went for a Mega one. That almost KO'd me, but Quaqsire is quite tanky that I really love. But then I made a mistake. I thought opponent would be able to make it to one more Fairy Wind before energy would go, but probably not. I will go here for Aqua Tail. That KO'd that opponent, but I will be able to make it to an Earthquake just before Quaqsire will die, and this KO'd that Galarian Weezing, and I was pretty lucky here. So then into the second match of the third streak. Right now, 5 wins out of 11 matches. So yeah, we need 2 more wins at least. It will be quite hard. So into the Poliwrath. Opponent goes for Icy Wind. I went here first for the bait with the Weather Ball. It was quite a nice baiting from my side. And then I went for the Leaf Storm against the Poliwrath. And then he didn't shield, so he wasted the shield as well. Opponent went into Shadow Alolan Ninetales. I will stay in here. Went for the Earthquake. Will the opponent shield? No, he wasn't. So this did massive damage. Opponent will throw for a nuke move as well. Dazzling Gleam that almost KO'd me. Opponent came back into just a Venusaur. I went for my Roserade. I think that was the best option to throw in here at the moment. I went for a Weather Ball here, seeing how the opponent will react to it. But then I had to go for an Aerial Ace at least. Or at least I had to throw a Weather Ball, but I wanted to overfarm. I don't know why. But yeah, somehow I did that. Then Golisopod will be met by his Sludge Bomb. And I had to go here for that Shadow Claw farm now. And I succeeded in that. And then opponent committed, and I have won this match very nicely. So into the next one, the third match of the third streak right now. I think I'm right. 7 wins in total. Going Roserade into a Lantern. No, 6 wins. I lost count, but At least we're going into the next one. I'll just let this move go. It's the sludge that's not very effective against Galarian Weezing. Opponent goes for Overheat. And I'm deciding to go here for a very nice Earthquake. Earthquake KOs the Galarian Weezing. Opponent will throw in an Impellion. I'm going for another Earthquake. Will the opponent shield this one? Yes, he will shield. So I had to go for the bait with the Aquatail this time. Will I be able? No, I wasn't able to make it to a potential Earthquake once again. Just a little bit unlucky. But then I will throw in my Roserade. Went for the Leaf Storm. That KO'd that. That thing. And opponent had a Lantern in the back. And he committed it. So I have won it very nicely. So into the fourth match of the third streak right now. And we have won 7 times, I think, right now, if I'm right. Yes. 3-3. Yes, 7 wins. So I had to win one more time. I went here for a Weather Ball. Seeing how the opponent responds. He didn't shield another Weather Ball from my side. Will the opponent shield this one? Yes, he had to. Otherwise, he lost a ton of energy. Quite a simultaneous switch. I went here for a liquidation. Maybe still I had to go for Aerial Ace, but it's fine. I expected that this would be an Acid Spray, so I just let it go, this move. Then I continued with the farm. This time I wanted to make to a back-to-back Aerial Ace. That will be the best. But opponent made it to another Acid Spray here. But I could just barely survive it, but unfortunately I wouldn't be able to Shadow Claw the opponent down. So I will switch into my Roserade, go for that little amount of farm with the Bullet Seed. Went here straight for the Leaf Storm, trying to get a shield. No, but I got at least that entire KO of the opponent. Made here a little bit of a mistake. And shielded last second with my Quaqsire. Because Quaqsire was allowed to end this match. I still continued here with my Quaqsire. This time I didn't shield the Power Whip because I wanted to finish it with Roserade, because it's still a Roserade video. So we went here, I think, on the CMP for a Weather Ball. And KO'd that very turn, and that means 8 wins at total right now, and one more match to go into the last match of the video. We'll see how this one will go. Hopefully great. But yeah, we will start against the Chestnut. Pretty terrible Pokemon, but I was pretty comfortable here. Opponent was switched into a Abomasnow. I went then for a very nice Weather Ball, trying to get a shield. And I got a shield here, so I switched into Golisopod. Opponent Weather Ball didn't do much. I just let it went him go, because I could be able to tank an Energy Ball, but he just didn't farm that much. So I could just very easily go for another Aerial Ace here. And that almost KO'd the opponent. Went for an Aerial Ace on the CMP. Very interesting one. KO'd that Abomasnow. Opponent would have an Impellion here. I saw that Impellion was a quite popular Pokemon here and there, so maybe interesting to see. But I will throw in my Quagsire. He switched into Chestnut. I switched into my Roserade. I will shield this move, because I didn't really know what move it was. Could be a superpower that will be able to KO, but he went for Frenzy Plant. So I'm going here for a very nice Weather Ball. And because I am so fast with my energy generation, I will go here for another Weather Ball. Opponent shields it. I will shield this one as well. Or not. Because I called the Frenzy Plant, and I knew that my Quagsire will be able to KO. in times of danger. But opponent would still generate here quite some energy. He went for an Hydro Cannon. I went for a little bit more farm. Opponent went then for another move. He went for an Hydro Cannon. Went here for an Earthquake and KO'd that Quaqsire. 100 wins at the end. And that's very nice. So I've won. Claimed all my 5 rewards because I've won 5 times in the third streak. So at the end, 9 out of 50 matches I've won. So that's very decent. Then claiming my final starters and my rank. So yeah, at the end, my opinion about that Roserade. It's a very spammy Pokemon, but very glassy. And however, that Weather Ball is quite good against those Aboma Snows, and Leaf Storm can nuke everything. It's quite a hard Pokemon to use it in at least my team. Maybe you guys have a better team, but yeah, just comment down below which team you have with Roserade, or just a simple team. You can just tell. But yeah, it went quite good. 9 out of 10 wins. So yeah, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely press that like and subscribe button, because I really want to make it to 400 subscribers by the end of the month. So definitely press it. Hopefully you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.